Tony Blair has denied reports that he has pitched for a role as a diplomatic envoy for Donald Trump. The former Labour Prime Minister attended a secret White House meeting with a close advisor of the U.S. president, it was claimed. He allegedly spent 3 hours in the talks with Jared Kushner, who is also the president's son-in-law, last Wednesday. The pair were said to have discussed Middle East issues connected to Mr. Blair's previous position as a diplomatic envoy to the region. Mr. Blair's office refused to discuss the alleged meeting, while insisting the suggestion that he sought a role with the president's team was an invention. Mr. Blair has made no such pitch to be the president's Middle East envoy, a spokesman said. Neither has he had any discussions about taking such a role or any role working for the new president. He has been working on the peace process for 10 years. He continues to do so. He does so in a private capacity. He will continue to do it in that way. Suggestions that Mr. Blair is building contacts with the new White House regime is likely to cause irritation in Downing Street. Theresa May has already been embarrassed after President Trump called for former UKIP leader Nigel Farage to be made Britain's ambassador to Washington. After leaving Downing Street in 2007, Mr. Blair took the role of Middle East envoy for the Quartet group, comprising the EU, US, Russia and the UN. In recent months, Mr. Blair has given up most of his business interests to focus on establishing a new institute dedicated to opposing the UK's departure from the EU and rebuilding the centre ground of British politics. He has steered away from openly criticising the new Republican president. Asked recently about Mrs. May conveying an invitation for a state visit by the US head of state, Mr. Blair said, "I certainly don't criticize the Prime Minister for reaching out to President Trump. It is important that she builds a strong relationship